Finding your purpose in life. Have you ever asked yourself, what is my purpose in life? What is God's purpose for me in life? When you find your purpose and you work according to your purpose in life, things will be somehow easier for you. Even if it's not that easy, at least you know that you're going towards the right direction. I'm telling you. Your God's purpose in your life might be for you to be a healer, which is you're meant to be a doctor, or you might be meant to be a pharmacist, or work within the orthopedic direction, and you are somewhere doing business or doing teaching work. You can't be compared to it when you're directly working according to God's purpose for you. You might be trying that your teaching profession, but until when you tend to divert or go back to God's purpose for you, which is that healing. I'm taking it for an example. We see that things will become easier than the way it used to be. You get peace of mind, less stress. That is what happens when you're working according to God's purpose for you in life. If you're not working according to God's purpose in your life, it's like when you plan to go to Enugu and you're in a park, or you just enter the motor or a car that is going to Port Harcourt, moving with top speed, moving with top speed. Will you ever arrive to Enugu? You will not. When people that are in the same car with you will arrive at Port Harcourt, you still see yourself not arriving at your destination. That is what it looks like. Going against the purpose of life, God in your life. So in whatever you're doing in this life, try to ask yourself, is this God's purpose for me in this life? It is very necessary. You might see yourself struggling in that profession, struggling in whatever you're doing. You have to still have a rethink. Is this God's purpose in my life? God's purpose is just like trying to seek for God's purpose, or trying to know God's purpose in your life. It's just like you are sick and you go to, what is it called? To a lab test to know what is wrong with you before you do what? Take medication. If not, you might be taking the wrong medication. Why? Because you don't know the cause of your sickness. You don't know why you're sick. You don't know the cause of that sickness. Finding God's purpose is just like going for a test to know what is wrong with you. If you're suffering from malaria and you go for a test and test reads, yes, it's malaria. Immediately you buy malaria medicine and take, you'll be fine. Why? Because you've discovered what is wrong with you. That is on the medical direction, right? Then in the religious direction, if you go towards the Christian side, they will say, seek for God's face for you to know His purpose for you in life. In the traditional direction, they will say, go to do Alpha. I don't know what they call it in English. You go there, you ask them. Once you come there, you ask them, who am I? What am I meant to do in this life? What are my purpose in life? It will help you to what? Direct yourself. Stay focused on whatever you're doing. You will be at the right lane. Even if you're not that fast, what matters is that you are at the right lane. So, ladies and gentlemen, my friends and well wishers, always seek for God's purpose for you in life. It will make life easier for you. I'm telling you, to make life easier for you. Some we are called teachers, some we are called preachers, some we are called so on and so forth. So what is God's purpose in your life? That is what you need to know. Shalom.